I'm doing this on my iPhone, so just bear with me on this crap right now. So we're gonna kind of start this. How you doing? And do a timing check on this first. Oh my God, I'm blinding myself with my own lights. Then we're gonna do a quick timing check. Set it at 15 degrees, make sure we're at 15 if I don't have to swap the timing. We're gonna pull these plenums off, and we are gonna adjust our idle, standing idle. And there, once I get that done, then I can officially start boosting the car again, because I took it out under boost and I have boosted it to about, I don't know, 4 or 5 pounds of boost without even having any clamps on this or anything. It just kind of went there. But was running rich. You know, I think I had an 11.2 air fuel ratio. Was targeting like 11.5, and I was at not even 15 degrees of timing, which I thought on the computer, because when we get smart sometimes we forget that when we move your distributor, because you're screwing with your fuel injectors to put it back, which I did, and luckily it was retarded 15 degrees. So which means that the whole time I was running this car, I've been running it at probably 5 degrees of initial timing, which is pretty much why my car seemed to be a little flatter than it ever was, but yet it still got up and went mental. So let's do this. Let's give you a first start. I want to just start this car up quickly, and just so I could shoot this timing. Let's get this timing light on here. Again, thank you guys for watching. If you're into this stuff, like I said, ITV, twin turbo. Why ITVs? Why not? Who's done it? I don't know. All this stuff built in my garage. I don't have an aluminum welder. These are made of steel, thin steel, sheet steel, but still. Lower plenums are made of aluminum. They've been machined. And like I said, everything runs from the back. You know, traditionally back in the 60s, you could have built this car. I guess if we had turbos that were efficient. Really, we did. CNC really mastered that game, huh? See it running. Start off in 4 minutes. Right, here. I'm gonna put you so you can see. I'm gonna put you so you can see, Captain. No, but I must have hit the button that this thing's on 5 now, but hey, what do I know? Maybe I only recorded 5 minutes? Probably not. I don't think so. Let's bring you up here a little bit. Let's get this thing taken apart. And I glued these so they would not stick, but I guess I'm not that lucky today, huh? These fit inside of the holes, makes them leak proof, and I can put gaskets on them. Get it back to, get it forward to. And there we are. Let me get the other one off here. It's our balance tube for the 2. Let's get these over here. This thing's never coming off, is it? I always want to wait like 20 seconds before you actually put the shit together when you're fucking done painting it. But obviously, I wasn't thinking. But let's get this off of here. See if I can't scratch the hell out of my brand new paint. I specialize in dumbness. Oh yeah. Get these off of here now. Sure looks like it. Yeah. Okay. All right, tubers. Now, what we're going to do is here, we got to adjust our idles on these. Like I said, ITBs. And you want to talk about like having a wide opening, why you need to tune with all this crazy stuff, because in VE, you would really have no manifold vacuum because you're opening up 8 50mm throttle bodies at the same time. Think about how hard it is to tune 120 meters, 140mm throttle body. Now take 8 throttle bodies and open them up at the same time. Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to run the unison. Unison's going to allow us to tune each throttle body, even though I've pretty much done this already like 6 times already. I got to reset the idle because I obviously had a timing issue the last time, so now we're back in time, and we're at what, 9 minutes? I don't know. I may have to make 2 videos out of this, guys. I mean, I might have to work because this is not one for editing yet, nor do I know how to edit yet. How about that? I'll one-up the game. All right. And guys, did I build, and girls, a lot of good girl mechanics out there now. Some crazy things when I built this. Sometimes things happen. For me to bolt on these plates, the only way I could bolt them, make the plates for up top, and then drill holes in the bottom and thread the other assembly. So these could get threaded in from the bottom so you're able to screw it in. Piece of cake when it was built on the bench in front of me. Nightmare when on car with fuel injectors. Okay, not the end of the world, but funniest part was, so I went to go tune these, and again, problem number 2 came to where I found out that I made a mistake, that I couldn't get to the throttle screws. Couldn't get to the throttle screws. Not another smart move, but when you're building the shit, the stuff happens. Don't know until you go to tune them. Even though they were very easily to get to when I built it. Said inbound fuel injectors, they were outbound. It probably would have been a lot easier for me, but I wanted to look like an old school, you know, stack assembled race car. But what I found out was a miracle. And you know, sometimes like God direction, must have been a God direction. My dad, another 50 billion year old mechanic, was probably staring down going, you moron, I can put these through the holes that I made and adjust all the throttle bodies. How is that possible? I didn't plan that out, but it worked perfectly for both sides. So, unbeknownst to me, that if you ever build one of these, think of that. You may have to make adjustments from up top, and you may need to get to them. Problem is, now I have a central screw back here for adjusting my idle, which you really can't even see. That's the funniest part of this. So once I find it, I'll probably be able to tune this. All right, it is all the way like that. Well, I may have to go get my 6-footers of these. Build stuff, you gotta make sure you're not stupid when you're putting it together, because you make one little stupid mistake that just turning the idle screw into a pain. And I can't say it on YouTube. Pain in my sack. And Allen screws do not help. So we're going to change that eventually. For now, I just want to bring the idle down. We don't do shit. And what's the easiest way for me to do this? Oh, I just need a 6-foot Allen key, pretty much. It's not going to happen today. Pretty much what we're going to do here is we're going to take this long Phillips, even though I have Allen keys, and I could just run it in my house and get them. But I got them. I was too lazy. Now, let's see where we're at with this thing. Out here, because I'm sure I'll lean right on it. Let the oil pumps drain the turbos out. It's the problem with having turbos in the rear. The oil pumps that run. We're at 1557, huh? Wow, long time. If you like what you see, subscribe. Throw me some comments, good or bad, I don't care. But 393 cubic inch, strict flow headed, 351 Windsor 393. And this motor has 10.5 to 1 compression, and I've been running with turbocharged. So just if you're wondering, you can do that. And like I said, twin turbo, individual throttle body. Let me leave you off with that. Thanks for giving me 5 minutes into your life. I'm gonna appreciate you letting me waste your time here. If you enjoyed what you see, subscribe, because I plan on doing a lot more stuff with this thing. Just got to get it out. I got to make sure mechanically what I see inside on that magic box in there matches what I see on the engine itself. Because I can't start boosting this thing with 10.5 to 1 compression, you know, and it does it very easily. It comes up on boost in seconds. Like I said, we'll take a ride through it. I'm gonna play with this time. I'm gonna play with these for a little bit. I'm not gonna bore you with that because this could be a half a day occurrence or half a day occurrence. But ITVs and turbos, and yes, does it have faster throttle response? Yeah, I can say it does. I had the Holly High Ram, and it just is a little faster. I'm not one to say like what's faster. I don't know. If I came out of turn 3 at Sebring, would it be faster? I guess so. On the racetrack, on the drag strip where I'm pretty much got my foot to the floor and it's preloaded with my finger on the button, probably don't make any difference in the world. But hey, it's what it is. You know, you don't have to deal with, because we're boosting these. We kind of cured the air filter problem. We cured the under the hood problem. And you know what? Everything goes good with boost. 550 horse motor, 515 horse motor, 480 foot-pounds of torque with no turbos. So just do the math on that, on what this thing will do under boost. It'll split the block in half, but we're not going to put this thing over 6 pounds of boost, 7 pounds of boost. I mean, 10 pounds of boost on a fun day when I feel like, I could scrape it up. But other than that, it's going to run at 8 pounds of boost. That's the number. It should be making 700 plus easy horsepower that way. I don't know if my injectors will handle all that, but like I said, it's running on race fuel right now. It runs on 114 octane. It's the only thing I can trust in. Let me shut this down, and thank you for subscribing.